Do we have any, like, put out rain? Make rain go now.
The sheep's blazing ever higher.
Rain scroll. What am I meant to be putting out again?
Come on, then.
This
Put
one?
your backs into it.
Last and all have learned how to play with fire.
I came here for a fried shirt.
There you go, friends. I did it. Fish! We're getting lots of lucky finds. What's that all about? Alright, fuck this place. We'll come back here later. Let's go and do some stuff. Right, why didn't they get a sound of an actual cow instead of voice acting a cow?
Moo-wee!
Bill.
Moo-wee! Moo-wee!
Alright, that's now my favourite cow.
Timbers and slip at me heels. I swear I can hear that bleeding cheese version from here.
We like Bill. Bill is a good cow.
Moo-wee!
Very good, Bill. Very good. Okay, so these are our fast travel portals. I don't remember any of this game. Sneaky time. Why are we not both sneaked? Hello. And chest, is it? Oh. Okay, this isn't where I'm meant to be, is it? Let's go into the town. We're here to investigate a murder. But it does look like there's murders happening everywhere. So I don't know what's so important about this one, honestly. Sweet loot. We'll get that later. Right. Wait, general store closed indefinitely. I see. West, Westgate, Morgue, East, Social Centre, Barracks, South Harbour. Okay. Is there a map? There is a map. Crime scene, Esmeralda, Aureus. We need to go and see Aureus first, don't we?
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear!
Are you in the habit of stealing?
I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times, but what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll choose steal. Oh, my story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough, before these lean times around Sicil began. Still, that doesn't waive a man's need to eat, you know. So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
Listen.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Leave the fish
That
alone.
merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
Yes, you know what they say about giving a man a fish. This man should learn to stand on his own 2 feet.
I suppose you've got a point. Another day, another rumbling belly.
I'll give you a fish.
A hungry man, you know.
Hey. No, I was going to give him a fish. Right. There is a lot of stuff to potentially steal around here. Okay. We won't do any thieving later, right now, but thieving is one of my favourite things. We'll definitely do some thieving later. Oh. I can level up, I think.
Not in the mood for cheese. Excuses more holes than a slice of this fine Norman.
Intelligence? More intelligence, why not?
Well, hello there. Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps wrestling an earth.
I probably want one leader dude, don't I?
Some vim into your routine.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
I think I want one leadership, but I like the fact that she's got Lucky Charm. I might level that up on her.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
And give him leadership. And some more intelligence, like a badass. Very good. Okay.
Join the Spud
go
Club if you've
there.
got an eye for farm potatoes.
Oh, that's Esmeralda. Let's go speak to Esmeralda while she's lurking around. Madam. In fact, no, let's go straight to Aureus. Patty cake, patty cake. We're stealing some stuff. Wait, what was that?
Handsome officer, you are kind.
Ceremonial
to us.
two-handed sword.
You must have fought many a battle, am I right?
Two-handed splitting
I
wall.
bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda, dearest. I'm just doing my duty, you know, for the Legion.
Well, you certainly.
Okay, we're going to come back to
The
that.
rock upon which I...
We'll deal with Esmeralda in a bit. Okay. I'm starting to remember some of this again now. I'm starting to remember a bit. I remember I used to like thieving a lot of paintings. I remember that was a thing that I liked to do.
Well, hello there! You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
Hello.
The face, Virius! Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls.
I remember her.
I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tull you right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
What will become of this admittedly strange
Well,
stranger?
that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
As it were taking a stranger under our wing, she'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs. Do we want a ranger? Do we want a ranger lady?
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely...
After all, a fearless
We're
hunter.
taking
Well,
a
that's a
ranger.
relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Cool. Okay.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
Shut up, Tullia. Hello.
You say you will take me under your wing. But I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears? In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place.
Child of the bears? What does that mean?
And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk and cast aside from humankind He thrived among his mother's ilk. So says the saga of Threes. Do you know it? The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see, I have good company.
Bear
Threes the
daughter.
wolfson, and I the bear daughter.
Bear daughter.
Ask freely, my friend.
Okay.
I have learned all the bird song that Jarrett could teach. I remembered every word. These tales have brought me much pleasure. The remembering of the beasts is without lies. We know not to approach the wasp's nest because long ago one bear mother discovered its dangers. This she taught to her cubs, and those cubs taught the next. We do not remember Rito and the battle of the buzzing brutes. We remember only what is useful to us now. Rito will be forgotten. The beauty of the story will be forgotten. But the lesson will not.
Okay.
It is different
Listen.
between beasts and humans. I am lucky to enjoy both ways.
Alright, listen, lady. I'm gonna take my leave. Very good, Bear Doctor.
Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
Okay.
Attention! About beasts!
If you say it is so, then wary I will be. As the god wolf Amira commanded Threes. Win you from your wicked world, or cold company will corrupt you.
Okay. Okay, that's very good, Bear Doctor. Very good. Hello? It's me. I'm here. Hello, Oris.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. You hear?
Have a butter knife and a bucket, you fuck. How about that? Let's discuss Jake's murder.
Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother, but he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot.
Magic pigeons?
Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter.
Everything about this guy
So
screams,
investigate Jake's death, if
cover me in
you feel
oil
so
and set me on
inclined,
fire.
But report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now, Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps?
Shut up!
What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone?
Shut up! Ooh. Don't mind me, friend. Sneaky. Can we take this key without him noticing? Does red hand mean bad? Listen. Does red hand mean bad? Yeah, he's a jerk. I'm gonna watch the LOL draw now. Have a great day. Maybe I'll come back later. Alright, Shidley. Take it easy, bud. Much love, buddy. Ah! We did it. Oris's diary. That might be nice. Oh, careful. Have to be very careful not to be discovered when we're sneaking. Oh!
I'm stuck fast. Fate is an ice cold mistress.
I'm sorry. I did not mean it. I thought I had time to steal it.
That doesn't belong to us, you know.
Alright, I got a little overzealous whilst I was on the job.
You're right, it doesn't. Sometimes I get a little overzealous while I'm on the job.
Happens to the best of us.
Alright, listen, alright? I just wanted his diary. I wanted to know what sort of kinks he was into so I could exploit them. That was all. Okay. Don't mind me, everyone. I'm just having a look in these sweet, sweet chests. Excellent. Right, we're going. Let's go do some more investigating.
Sorry, sir.
I mean, this is her stuff. We should give this back to her. Their daughter's bow. Send to Bedoctor.
Sorry, sir.
She's currently got nothing equipped. Oh wait. Is there no like offhand? Is that not a thing?
Sorry, sir.
Okay.
You think that's funny, Private? Sir, no, sir.
Source Hunter's Fire Staff.
Attention!
Old wooden earth wand. Didn't we get like a fire wand before? Oh! What the shit we got? Rift Ogglers, a helmet. -1 charisma, +1 lucky charm. Minus sight, minus hearing. Oh, so that'd be good for finding loot. Cotton candy dye, cheese.
Sorry,
Take
sir.
that. And a painting. Can we not take that out of there? I want to sell that painting. And a love grenade.
Sorry,
Take that out
sir.
of there as well. Very good.
You think that's funny, Private?
Okay.
Sir, no, sir.
Can I change like who the leader is? Because he's got leadership, hasn't he? I gave him leadership, I think. She's got charisma for chatting to people. Oh no, she's got lucky charm, hasn't she? Okay. Alright. Okay. Esmeralda, crime scene. Let's go speak to Esmeralda first. Where was she again? Is this Esmeralda's place? I think it is. We'll go speak to her. See what she's got to say. We need to solve this murder. Hello.
Can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, my lady. We Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who feed...
I'm gonna go exploring first. Look. There's a painting of a rooster. And a key to Esmeralda's house.
Striking it rich!
And a chest. And some underwear in it. Smelly panties. Paintings. If I remember rightly, paintings are good. Folded shirt. Ooh. Many fine stuffs. Look how much these are worth. It's just a little bit of petty theft, alright? Right, there was a fucking button to quickly pick stuff up, I remember. I thought it was like space, but clearly not. Wait, give me that. Definitely taking the wine. And this rabbit's paw. Very good. Alright, I think we rinsed these bitches pretty well. We're taking this as well. Okay. Paintings we can sell for loads, I think. Paintings are good. Paintings are a good bit of thieving. Nobody misses a painting. Alright, Esmeralda.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter?
Let's discuss your husband's murder.
Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you?
I heard that you were a flirt.
So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches. I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor. But his one and only princess just the same.
Life, why are you so early? To Sudro, it's
she
Sunday,
seems to be
mate.
quite adamant about her innocence.
This is the new
We'll
time
need
on
to
a
look for
Sunday.
evidence if we want to prove she actually
That's what we
did
do.
the evil deed.
Right, I want to do some sneaking and exploring. This is just what we do on a Sunday, mate. It's how we roll.
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart...
Hey, stop that.
Uh-oh.
Should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
Sorry.
I suppose so, lady. But seeing that I'm neither engaged or attached in any way,
In-chest key.
I've never bothered to inquire.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire. I'd be afraid alone in the dark.
Stole that painting as well. Let's shut this door. The perfect crime. Why can't I use this? I have a key.
My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
I am going to be rich.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda. I'm just doing my duty for the Legion.
Listen, her
Well,
fucking
you
husband's
certainly
barely...
are my hero. The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in these trying and troubled times.
What a tart. Her husband's barely fucking cold.
As long as I'm around, no hair on your halo head.
What a big floozy bitch. We've opened her back door, as have most of the men in this village. Let's leave. Dirty old tart. Okay. Let's go this way. I'm going to sell all these paintings. I'm going to show you how many big books we get. If we do still get big books. This used to be my favourite thing, stealing paintings. And we sell them to this guy down here. Who loves drawing cocks. Lifegrow. Yeah, it's Sunday, mate.
Hello.
Sunday, lazy.
One. Oh, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts, no? I'm a painter by trade, as you can see,
Excuse
but a
me.
cartographer at heart. You might
Nice
there
to
is enough
Citra.
work for one of my talents in a downtrodden
She is a
city
dirty
like
woman.
Sicil, and you'd be quite right. I travel around Andervale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps. Like this rooster I'm working on now,
Look at this rooster.
and the landscape that surrounds him.
Alright, listen. I've got some shit for you. Look at all these sweet paintings. Alright, here's the deal. I'm going to take all them. Ooh, treasure maps. Okay, and then I'm going to give him one, so to speak. Very cheap. Like this one. And will that give him, like... Does that give me favour? It did give me favour. Plus 13 attitude. So I'm going to take the hit. Get his attitude up. Look how happy he's going to be. There will be many paintings. Many, many paintings.
Well, hello there.
Look at all these diamonds and sweet gems and stuff we stole as well. Fucking amazing. I love thieving stuff. Goodbye. Hello.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Right, let's buy a load of lockpicks.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
We want some lockpicks. I think a lot of this stuff we'll just find. But we'll trade us some of these gems and stuff.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Good. Deal. Deal. Get out of here. Right, let's go and investigate this crime scene. So where is it? It's over here somewhere, I think.
Those dark-robed nuts really ruffle my feathers, sneaking around here at all hours of the night.
Dark robe nuts. Chicken! Town hall bathroom. It's locked. Okay. A talking chicken. There's loads of animals in this game, and you can interact with some of them. I think you can interact with all of them, but some of them you need to have like speaking to animal ability. I think.
A moment of your indulgence, if you please.
It's called speaking to animal
the
ability.
Source Hunter,
I don't remember what it's called.
The hero the whole of Sightseal is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine.
Shut up.
No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight.
Who are you?
Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I saved lives, to be sure.
Listen.
Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent
You apparently have
of the
divine
promise
divinity
that is
and
locked
divinity 2.
inside of each
Not the first
and
one.
every one of us.
Oh.
So first of all, let me ask you this question.
Right, listen, I think Divinity 2 is set in... I don't quote me on this, but I think Divinity 2 is set in, like, the same area. I think. But there's different classes added, like... lizard people, I want to say, or something like that. So, meh. Okay.
Of course I do.
Quite right.
We like an adventure.
Here.
Alright, listen. Listen.
Well, I can't say that I...
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
I'm skipping this dialogue because I want to get to the murder. Alright.
It's better to...
Okay.
Well,
there's been a murder.
That is exactly why I am here.
Get out of here. Okay, I don't want to speak to him right now. We'll speak to him in a bit. I've got a murder to be solving.
Careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
I'll thank you to leave me be.
I'm stuck.
you old bat.
Oh, you think you can speak
My guy
that
is
way
stuck.
to a... Well, suffice to say it, I've got my eye on you.
I'm stuck.
Potato-eating peasant.
Well, Well, fuck.
I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things.
You'll be concerned
My guy's stuck.
realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Does anyone know if there's an unstuck command? Does anyone know if there is a way to be unstuck?
Tell me, Alistair,
Okay.
have you ever had the fortune of challenging the
So
fabled
you're just
wizard
hanging around the
Hunter's
inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
I'll thank you to DVB. That's
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Okay, this is the crime scene.
Right there. Until you've received the captain's permission to enter, this door doesn't exist. Got it?
Shut up!
Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
Okay, let me in.
Oh, my good man.
Ooh. Oh.
Sauce.
Okay. Loading the end of time. Excellent.
What happened?
Hooray, I'm unstuck!
Is this a dream?
I
Hooray!
don't think so. That stone, somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Oh, I remember this. There's like a weird little goblin fella. I remember him. We're gonna light all his braziers for him. There's no loot around here. Yes, here he is.
Terrible, terrible, terrible! It will consume us all!
Yep, yeah, it's really terrible. Just gonna take all these alcoholic beverages you've got lying around. Then I might interact with you if you're lucky. Gonna also loot your bureau, because that's a thing that I can do. And I'm gonna take your pillow.
By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? Two Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious.
Very curious. Who are you?
Oh, yes. Proper introductions. Zigzax the historian at your service.
I like these
It is my
books.
job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be.
I like all these, like, teetering piles of books. It's a nice touch.
As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question.
A blue pebble sent me.
On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow.
If I was at the end of space and time, and my only job was to look through this smelloscope and read books, I would not be wearing pants. I wouldn't be wearing pants. Not a chance. If I was at the end of time, and my only friend was this telescope, my shadow, and some books, I'd be naked all the time. I wouldn't wash, I'd smell, I'd be drunk, and I'd be naked. Just saying.
Asked a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have.
Okay.
Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse
Not quoting that one.
nightmare for
Nice.
a chronicler such as myself.
I don't blame you, mate.
Something
It's true, though.
totally, utterly terrible
Excuse me.
has happened.
It's very true. I mean, are any of you honestly going to tell me that if you're at the end of time, you'd wear pants? And a ruff? I mean, he's wearing a ruff around his neck. Okay, time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. Something totally, utterly terrible has happened. Oh. Out with it, Sir Imp.
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
Okay.
Imp may be quite mad.
Ooh. Dragon! Purple Dragon. What's that all about?
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's... The portal. It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant
For an old-ass game, they
flames
really
that
went all out.
decorate this observatory.
This is,
After all my waiting and hoping,
It is an old-ass
be?
game. However, this is the enhanced edition, and I think with the enhanced edition, they redid a lot of the dialogue and touched up a load of things in the game and made it a bit more interactive, I think. But yeah, this is one of them games. A lot of people regard this as like one of the best games ever made, the Divinity series. A lot of people are really wild in these games. I never really got into them,
Dear stranger,
but I do like them.
must
No, I do
be
like
the key.
what I've played of this one so far.
Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away.
Good.
Those torches, alight! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence.
Can we talk about the giant dragon?
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It
Hashtag
is the
remastered.
void
Sort of, yeah.
itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean.
I don't think they necessarily remastered the game as in changed a lot of stuff. I think they maybe just touched up like some of the characters, changed a lot of the dialogues. I think maybe the voice acting used to be a bit like really bad or non-existent possibly, and then they added a lot of voice acting to the game. It's something like that. I remember reading about it a long time ago.
I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
Alright, listen, what's through this portal?
Though I cannot say for certain. If it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagued your noggin might well be answered. For I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery?
You jerk.
As soon as we leap through, we'll find out. It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
Okay.
After you, after you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side.
Damn lonely gobbo dropping cliffies, I know. He just wants his moment, doesn't he? He wants his moment.
There she is. There it
And he's off!
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
The many-armed wanking god. Impressive. Hello.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother
Oh my.
of history? Author of all that has ever been?
The Weaver of Time.
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
I like the threads. Quite nice. Threads come up here. It's a shame I can't like pan around whilst I'm in this view.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have So many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very
She has white eyes.
strange guests.
In fact, everybody sort of has white eyes. I think the pupils are lacking in this game.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival
That's a
here
big
at
loom.
the end of time that instigated my finding.
It's an ominously large loom.
Sure,
Loom.
you
Jeez.
must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
It is kind of weird that she would ask this question. If you truly are the Weaver of Time, I imagine you already know.
If any other being in Rivellon asked me about the details of their comings and goings, I could describe them down to the minutest of details. But you are different. Of you, I see nothing. I know nothing.
But I am an open book, my lady.
So please, do tell me. How did you arrive here?
It was a blue pebble.
A stone. So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
New life. Okay, yes.
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see.
Okay.
But yours has.
Maximus, how are you,
You
bud?
appeared before me from
You're
the
up early.
moment you came into
What, is it
contact with
2:30
that
for you?
stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
Starstone!
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone.
Oh. I can't believe you just corrected me for 4 minutes discrepancy, Max. You cyborg.
Source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say. But I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly
sorry.
are.
Lazy Sunday yawn. I'm sort of making the most out of the chill Sunday. I didn't get much sleep last night. Me and a lady woke up at silly o'clock in the morning. And I'm just wide awake. Starstone. Okay, so we're linked to Starstone.
Starstone is not what it seems, Source
That's how you
Hunter.
feel. Just got up.
Its true nature must be part of a greater secret. A secret lost, even to me.
I got up at like 9, but I feel really groggy. I've had one of these full of coffee. That's about a pint and a half, maybe a litre. And now I'm halfway through one of these full of coffee. Yeah, I can't wake up.
Do you see what